Well, at least it's not Revenge of the Fallen.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, 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 money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar. Ching, ching, bling, bling. Cut the chatter.
Transformers: The Dark of the Moon. Nobody asked for a third Transformers movie. Okay, so Transformers: Dark of the Moon is the third installment into the Transformers franchise. You know me, I hate Transformers. Oh my god. I like the Transformers, I guess, cartoons and whatnot, but oh my god, I hate these movies. And if you watched the podcast that came out earlier today, or I guess, I don't know when I'm uploading this, but I made a video earlier, just recently, where I basically talked about Revenge of the Fallen. It was going to be an epic review, and it is kind of. It is in the style of an epic review. Just go check that out if you only want to know my opinions on Revenge of the Fallen. But if you do want to hear it, it might be my least favorite action film of all time. Everything about Revenge of the Fallen sucked. It was lame. It was boring. It was stupid. It was cringy. It was sickening almost. The color scheme and the action. Literally nothing. I pretty much liked nothing out of Revenge of the Fallen. But here we are, and Dark of the Moon, I know. I did not think this movie was going to be any good. Because I hated Revenge of the Fallen. That movie was boring, bad. I just hated Revenge of the Fallen. But I like Transformers 1. I hated Revenge of the Fallen. So I just thought, maybe this one will be terrible. And it turns out, it's bad. Okay, let me just flat out say, Dark of the Moon is a piece of garbage. But do I hate it? I'm just gonna flat say, I don't hate this movie. I don't hate Dark of the Moon. A lot of people really like this movie. I think it is an overrated movie as a stand. But I don't hate it, I guess. I think it's bad, sure, and I'm not gonna give it a good rating, but I don't think it's terrible. A lot of improvements from Revenge of the Fallen's Dark of the Moon. Of course, the action is far better. It's actually entertaining this time. The character designs are a lot cooler. The plot is somewhat a lot more engaging than the Revenge of the Fallen plot. The comedy is not really, there's not as much comedy in this movie, which is what I liked. This movie just is objectively better than Revenge of the Fallen in every way. What is going on? Oh, okay, no, that's so broken. This movie is just objectively better than Revenge of the Fallen in every way, which I'm happy to say, but I'd still... Okay, this movie is really complex to me because I know this movie sucks. I know it's a terrible movie. But then again, I enjoy aspects to it. Let me just flat out say the first half of this movie sucks. It's awful. I hate the first half of this movie. Not Revenge of the Fallen bad, but if I am comparing you to Revenge of the Fallen, you're not that good. But I don't hate that. I hate the beginning of this movie. It sucks. It's boring. It's lame. I just hate the beginning of this movie. And later I can say, I think that this movie, it switches and then it goes into the third act. Or second, third, whatever. And there are a lot of slow, boring moments in the third act. But the third act as a stand is kind of entertaining. Like, it is a very entertaining third act. Like, there are moments in it that I really think are boring and incoherent and bad. But there are a lot of moments in this movie that I freaking think are awesome. Like the scene when this worm goes around the skyscraper, he starts crushing it. I love that scene. It's just so awesome. This movie just, it's ridiculous, which is what you want Transformers to be. You want a big, ridiculous, chaotic movie. Not chaotic in the sense of Venom, where the script and characters are chaotic. I mean the actual action. I want a movie that's just awesome, just fun Transformers. As it stands, you kind of get that when watching this movie. It's not a perfect movie. It's definitely a bad movie. But the characters are still bland and stuff. But there are scenes in this movie that are purely awesome. Like Optimus is running down, just blowing up Decepticons. Things like that are awesome. And of course, you do have his girlfriend in the movie, because Megan Fox left in the last movie, because they do that thing where they break up between movies, which is the worst thing ever. Because, remember how big of a deal that was in Revenge of the Fallen? Yeah, well, it's just gone now. But I like this new girl more. I don't really like her, but I like her a lot more in this movie than the last one. She still sucks. She's still running around screaming, Sam! Sam! But she wasn't terrible. Of course, Michael Bay still tries to sexualize her, which I really hate. And he still doesn't, after 5 of these movies, he still doesn't learn that's not good. Guys, in the end, I'm happy that Michael Bay took the criticism of Revenge of the Fallen and made a better movie. Is it a good movie? Nah. Is it a bad movie? Yeah, it's bad. I'm going to give it a bad score. That's because I didn't hate this movie. I'm not going to ever go back and rewatch it just because the first half of this movie is a 2.5-hour movie. The first half of this movie is utter garbage. The rest of it's fun. It's entertaining. It is bad. I'm going to give it a bad score, but I don't hate Dark of the Moon. I guess I'm going to give Transformers Dark of the Moon a 4 out of 10. Hey, it's very lucky that it didn't get the whatever out of 10. Let's see. Like a 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10? It's lucky it never got that. What do you guys think on Transformers Dark of the Moon? Let me know in the comment section below. Yeah, it's Christmas time, so I guess I've decided. I was thinking, what should I do for Christmas stuff? So I think I'm going to release some Christmas videos on Christmas night and things like that. Just throughout the day on New Year's Eve, I will review Christmas movies. Nothing's coming out on Christmas Day just because I want to hang out with my family that day. The next day, I will talk about some more stuff. We'll get into the top 10 best and worst things. You already know what the weekend looks like. Once Upon a Deadpool review, I think I've scrapped already. I just don't care that much. But I will be getting some Welcome to Marwen, Mary Poppins, Bumblebee, and Aquaman this weekend. Oh my god, that's a lot, but I will try my best to see y'all. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye! Just wait till you hit Age of Extinction. Oh my god.